Hello, beautiful sacred souls. Today we're going to explore a concept. Stability isn't the absence of chaos. It is a trauma-informed look at healing, nervous system capacity, and real-life recovery. I'm Alison Batty Capps of Blossoming Heart Wellness and author of The Divine Within. I want to share something today that sits at the intersection of my lived experience, neuroscience, psychology, and spiritual perspective that feels grounded, not bypassing, non-hierarchical, just real. I live with a history of serious mental health challenges, including episodes of psychosis and periods of significant instability in my life. And I also now live in a chapter of my life where I experience something different, not perfection, not immunity, but capacity, despite life being currently really challenging. Capacity to stay present with life's challenges, capacity to regulate in the chaos, capacity to come back to myself even under extreme stress. And I want to talk about what this actually means. One of the biggest misconceptions I see, especially in both spiritual spaces and mental health spaces, is this idea that healing means once you heal, nothing bad happens anymore internally or externally. But that is not what I have found to be true, or what my clients have found to be true, or what I see in the world. From a neuroscience perspective, the brain and nervous system do not become stress-free. They become more adaptable, more flexible, more able to return to baseline after activation. This is called neuroplasticity and stress recovery capacity. So healing isn't the removal of activation. It's the increase in your ability to move through activation without losing yourself inside of it. So what actually changed for me? When I look at my own journey, I don't think I am fixed now. I think something more like I have developed greater insight into my internal states, stronger reality testing, better emotional regulation skills, more capacity to pause before reacting. Instead, I can respond to life's challenges, and more internal coherence when life gets intense. Psychologically, this is often what we mean by integration. Spiritually, I might describe it as I am less identified with my internal storms or my ego. But I don't mean that in a detached or bypassed way. I mean, I can observe what is happening internally with compassion and non-judgment without becoming it. From a nervous system perspective, what changes over time is the threshold for overwhelm increases. Recovery time decreases. The system becomes less reactive to perceived threat. And prefrontal regulation becomes more accessible during stress. This does not mean stress stops happening. It means the system can stay online under pressure more often than before. Spiritually, I don't see this as becoming above my human experience. I see it more like I am learning to stay in relationship with myself through everything. Not escaping intensity, not transcending emotion, but developing presence inside of it. And the presence is what allows things like compassion, choice, and grounding to exist even in difficulty. So, a real life truth that people often miss. This is something that I have had to accept. Life can still be intense. Circumstances can still be unstable. My life right now is full of instability. External events are not fully controllable, but what changes is how much internal collapse happens when external instability arises. And this is where healing actually shows itself. So I want to explore why this matters for people with serious mental health histories like myself. For people with histories of psychosis, trauma, or nervous system overwhelm, or being empathetic, this distinction is essential because the goal is not never being activated again, never feeling overwhelmed again. The goal is actually earlier awareness, faster regulation, less escalation, and less shame when activation happens. This is what real healing and recovery looks like. In my own life right now, I can say I still have stress. I'm facing an international move, financial instability, a family member who is struggling with some serious health issues. And this is creating waves of emotion. And I still have moments where life feels like a lot. It feels heavy. But I also have something that I didn't have before, a sense that I can stay with myself, even when things are uncertain, even when other people are deregulated, even when life is moving too fast and I have no idea where I'm going to land or when things will stabilize. So if you are listening to this and you are in a difficult place, I want to say this clearly. You are not behind. You are not failing. And your nervous system is not broken. You may simply be in the process of building capacity in a system that has been overwhelmed before. And capacity takes time, not as concept, but as lived, embodied experience. Thank you for being here for this conversation. And if this resonates, I hope you'll consider subscribing, following, liking, commenting, or if you want to go deeper and learn how to actually build capacity in your nervous system, I invite you to read my book, The Divine Within, Healing Ourselves to Heal the World, or visit my website, blossomingheartwellness.com, to learn about online courses and mentorship. I'm sending you deep love and appreciation, no matter where you are on your journey of healing.